so this layout is a single page layout. These are the sticker sheets that come in the paper pack. And so I've got, like I said, everything is pre-cut. That one we don't need. And so we're going to start at the bottom and we're going to work our way up. This page calls for 2 journaling spots and 2 photos. So I'm going to lay everything out first. So we're going to start with this half triangle, and we're going to do it about 6 1/8. So that would be between 6 and 6 1/4. Okay. And then we're going to put a picture down next to it and leave about, and it's kind of hard to see on this one, about 1/8 of an inch border or space between each one of your images. And so our next one is going to go here. This is Saffron, so you can use the dark or the light. I'll use the dark today for contrast so that you can see it against that white daisy. And then we're going to come in here like so. This is going to be a journaling area along with this side over here. We're going to come in with our second picture right here. This will go in here. So what I'll do is once I adhere this down, I'll cut that piece off, and then we'll come in right here with this. This will be a title piece here, which I'm going to put like right here. And this will be a little title in here. And now we have stickers to add to it, but I got the basic layout done. So here I will can go ahead and start adhering everything down. So I am going to use dry adhesive for this. I'm going to leave everything where it is. I'm going to add my adhesive to this page. If I can get my ATG gun to work, eh? So I'm going to add all my adhesive to this. Oops, I put that on wrong. And before I do that though, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some splatters with my black shimmer pen. So I'm going to take all of this off because in the workshop guides it uses a stamp set, and I didn't get the stamp set. I just got the paper pack with the stickers in it, like I said earlier. So I want to add a little oomph to this without having that stamp set, and still kind of bring it up to the next level. So I'm going to get that pen for myself, and I'm going to kind of scoot all of these pieces off, and I'm going to add that shimmer. And so what I'm going to do with this, and this gets really, really messy. This is that black shimmer pen. My black one seems to be very messy, and I'm trying to pull the lid up gently because it does splatter. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold going on. All right, so I'm just going to grab a just generic brush, and I'm going to splatter ever so gently on here. I feel like this gives it that extra, that it takes the starkness from the white away. Now in the workshop you would order the coordinating paper pack that would go with it, and that would give you a French vanilla versus white daisy. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so I've added the splatter, and I'm just going to kind of bring this up to the camera so that you can see that, and I've adhered everything down. So I really like how it takes that, like I said, that starkness out of the white daisy, since I didn't use the French vanilla. And so I've went ahead and added my title background here, and I've used some of my pieces from my shaker kits that you don't use in the shaker kit to pop this up and kind of give it a little bit of dimension. So now we're going to sit down and we're going to add some of the stickers that go to this. And so what I've done is I've gone ahead and just sort of labeled them, like this is project 4, project 2, project 2, project 1. And so then I know where everything goes without, you know, trying to guess if you're following the instruction guides. Of course, if you're not following the instruction guides, then by all means put them where you want them to go. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to add this stoplight in. And the stoplight kind of goes between over your photo and over here. So I kind of want to show to you just really quickly how you can, if you're putting your layout together and you don't have your pictures, what we're going to do is we're going to remove some of the stickiness from this. So if you have a static tool that you use when you emboss, that is the perfect tool to use. I have a handmade one or a DIY one, which it works, but I don't recommend it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pounce a little bit of this. It's just baby cornstarch powder. Not baby powder, it's the cornstarch kind. And so what I'm going to do, and it's just in some pantyhose, I'm just going to pounce it on the top and then kind of rub it in where that would adhere down on top of my photo. And I keep this in a bag because it's very, very, very messy because I messed up on doing the DIY somehow. Go figure, right? So now my top portion of this is not going to be sticky, so I'm going to be able to slide my piece right in underneath without worrying about trying to pull this up. So if this were my photo of what have you, I can just slide it in and then it doesn't stick and I don't have to worry about ripping it up to kind of get the photo in. So there's my little tip for that, and we can also use that tip to create some drama, if you will, on some of the littler pieces. So we have a little star to add, and he's going to go right here. So I could come back in with that and I can tap him and just kind of get all that sticky off. And you don't have to do this, but I prefer to do this. You could leave it on, and then I'm just going to grab one of these foam inserts. And the reason why I like taking the sticky off when I add on this is so that when it's down here, if the sticky were still on the star and it were to get smashed down, now my star piece that is left with the adhesive on the back sticks to my project and it doesn't stand up nice. So we're going to peel this off and we're just going to stick him right here. And there's some added dimension, which brings a little bit of life to this. Also off camera, I went ahead and added some journaling lines around my journaling area, again to give it some contrast since it's on that white daisy. You could add journaling to all of your blocks or squares or triangles if you wanted to. None at all. You could do a border all the way around, whatever is convenient for you. And I just use the journaling pen from Close to My Heart. And the reason why I like this one is it's waterproof. So when I'm creating cards and I'm doing anything maybe with water colors or something like that, or even my alcohol markers, I don't have to really worry about this bleeding so much. So enough about that. Let's go back to decorating our layout here. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to put some emphasis on our title page here. Now I'm not quite sure what we're going to put down for a title. One of these stickers, obviously. I haven't gotten that far for the thought process, but I'm definitely going to put an arrow here that says, hey, check me out. I don't know if maybe I should put it here. And I'm not pushing down because I know I want to remove these around and maybe add some, maybe that's what I'll do. So I'm going to add some dimension to this. So I'm going to add some of that powder to it. The adhesive is gone, and now I can put it here, slide whatever title I want to put down in there, not worry about it so much. And then, will that be enough? That will be enough. Okay, so we'll just do that one. Let's see if I can fix that. I didn't really get it too centered. Perfect. So we'll pull this off. And now I can slide whatever title I want. And maybe we'll put it on an angle. And now it rests right there. And again, if I want to put another sticker on, I can just slide it and not worry about it being laid down and losing the image itself. Okay, so what else can we put on here? Let's put some stars down you know, through here, bringing that in. That looks cute. And let's see, any other little things that we can put in through here. I still need the title, but I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. And just kind of seeing what's used where and how. I know this Adventure Ahead isn't used, but it's way too big for this. So definitely figure something out on the title. So, okay, we'll come back for the title, which is no big deal really at all. So there's layout 1. So let's jump over to layout 2 and get that working. We may carry some of the splatter technique through since I'm using White Daisy up for all the bases versus the French Vanilla or Pewter or Linen or anything like that. So let's carry on to layout 2, and this is our work in progress layout 1. We just need our title here and to add pictures when that time is necessary. Okay, so we'll be back with layout 2. Thank you.